Good morning, students. Today let us start a new chapter of Unit 3, Paper 6, that is Chapter 3.2, Organometallic Compounds. Okay. Now, what are organometallic compounds? These are defined as those compounds in which the central metal atom is bonded directly to carbon atom of hydrocarbon radical or molecule. Okay. So, how do you represent in general? Carbon to metal bond, you can see here carbon of hydrocarbon radical or organic compound linked to what? Metal. This is the metal. Metal may be any metal. Okay. Now, these compounds may contain one or more metal linkage. You can see here diethyl mercury. So, two organic groups, so that is two ethyl groups linked to mercury. Here 3 methyl groups linked to tin. You can see here trimethyl SNH, and tin is linked to hydrogen also on the other side. Methyl magnesium chloride. Now, organometallic chemistry act as bridge between inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. You can see here this is organic group, methyl group, okay, and this is magnesium, inorganic compound, even chlorine is inorganic compound. Similarly, here also trimethyl group is organic group, tin and H inorganic compound. Here also diethyl, this is organic group linked to mercury. So, or in other words, organometallic chemistry act as a bridge between inorganic part and organic part. Okay. Now, how do you classify? The organometallic compounds are broadly classified into two types: simple organometallic compounds and mixed organometallic compounds. Okay. Next slide. Now, what are simple organometallic compounds? These are organometallic compounds in which metal atom is linked to the carbon of hydrocarbon radical along with the hydrogen or without hydrogen. You can see here diethyl mercury, here without hydrogen. Okay. Organic group linked to inorganic group, that is mercury without hydrogen. Whereas here trimethyl, tin and hydrogen, here hydrogen is present along with tin metal. Okay. And organic group is a trimethyl group. Mixed organometallic compounds. So, these contain at least one hydrocarbon radical. So, this is a must, that is one hydrocarbon radical, and some other groups attached to the metal atom. Okay. Now, example methyl magnesium bromide. So, one organic or hydrocarbon group is present, is methyl group, metal atom is present magnesium, and some other group is halogen bromine. Okay. So, these are called mixed organometallic compounds. All right. Next slide. Now, based on the nature of metal carbon bond, organometallic compounds are classified into three types. Okay. Now, which are the three types? Ionic organometallic compound, covalent, that is sigma bonded, covalent sigma bonded, and then other one is pi bonded. So, there are three types. Now, first let us see ionic organometallic compounds. These compounds are formed by the alkali metals except lithium and alkaline earth metals like calcium, strontium and barium. Okay. General representation is like this: carbon linked to metal, and which are the metal? Alkali metals except lithium. Okay. And alkaline earth metals like calcium, strontium and barium. The bond between metal and carbon or hydrocarbon is ionic in nature. So, how does the bond exist between carbon and metal? That is ionic bond. Okay. Ionic bond means you should have positive center and with a negative center. Okay. The hydrocarbon residue is negatively charged. Always hydrocarbon residue is negatively charged, metal is positively charged. In some cases, then negative charges are delocalized. The compounds are in non-polar solvent. These compounds are present in non-polar solvent. Example, phenyl sodium. You can see here Na plus C6H5 minus. It should be minus. Okay. Butyl sodium. You can see sodium positive ion and butyl group is negative ion. Okay. C4H9 minus. All right. Next slide. The reactivity of organometallic compound depends upon the stability of the anion. What does it mean? That means the more stable is the anion, the reactivity of organic compound is fast or more. The organometallic compounds contain unstable anions with highly reactivity. So they contain ionic organometallic compounds contain unstable anions. Because of this unstable anions, they are highly reactive. Okay. The percent ionic character of an ionic organometallic compound depends upon the electropositive character of the metal. So percentage ionic character depends upon electropositive character. Okay. And how do you determine percent ionic character? So there is a formula, percent ionic character is equal to Ea minus Eb divided by Ea. What is Ea? Ea is the electronegativity of more electronegative element, okay, like carbon. Ab is the electronegativity of less electronegative element, which is then metal, okay. So Ab is of electronegative metal and this is of carbon, okay. So formula is Ea minus Eb divided by Ea, okay. Next slide. Now here is a tabular column which shows the percent ionic character of different electropositive metals, okay. Now carbon metal bond is carbon sodium, the metals are sodium, lithium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, tin and mercury. And what is the percent ionic character? Carbon sodium is highest 64%, carbon lithium next comes 60, carbon magnesium 52, still less, carbon aluminum still less 40, okay. So it is in the decreasing order, carbon zinc 36, carbon tin 28 and carbon mercury least, that is 24, okay. Next slide. Now second classification is sigma bonded covalent organometallic compounds, okay. Now the metal atom is bonded to an organic part by normal 2 electron sigma covalent bond. So in these compounds metal atom is bonded to organic part by normal 2 electron sigma covalent bonds. These compounds are formed by the metals at lower electropositivity or by non-metals. Now which are the examples for this? Diethyl lead, diphenyl zinc, C6H5 is a phenyl group 2 times, therefore diphenyl zinc, dimethyl cadmium, okay, trimethyl aluminum. So these are the examples for sigma bonded covalent organometallic compounds. Now transition metals can also form unstable and explode compounds. Now which are these? Transition metals compounds are sigma bonded tetramethyl titanium, pentamethyl niobium, okay. The stability of these compounds can be increased by the presence of pi bonding ligand. So as the pi bonding ligand increases, the stability also of these compounds increases. Next slide. Third classification is the transition metal or pi bonded organometallic compounds. These are formed by the transition metals unsaturated organic compound because these contain pi bonded electrons, correct. Pi bonded electron, where does this present? Unsaturated compounds. Saturated compounds do not contain pi electron, they contain only sigma electrons, okay. Whereas the unsaturated compounds contain double bond or triple bond, therefore you have what? Pi electrons. The transition metals form bonds more than one carbon atom of the same organic compound. The interaction occurs between suitable p or d orbitals of transition metal and pi orbitals of the ligand. How did the interaction takes place? P and d orbitals of the transition metals. You know the transition metals contain p orbitals and d orbitals, okay. So these will overlap with the pi orbitals of the organic compound. Organic compounds contain unsaturated bond, that means a double bond or triple bond, okay. The common examples for organoligands forming such type of organometallic compounds are alkenes. Alkenes, you know that it contains double bond, okay. So 2 electron donor. Butadiene contains 2 double bonds, okay. So it is 4 electron donor. Cyclopentadiene contains 5 carbon atoms and 2 double bonds, so 5 electron donor. So benzene ring 6 electron donor because it contains alternate double and triple bond, that means 3 double bonds, okay. Next slide. Classification of pi bonded organometallic compounds. Now how these pi bonded organometallic compounds are classified? So they are classified into alkynyl complex, butadiene complex, alkynyl complex, okay, alkynyl complex. That is alkynyl complex. Alkynyl complex contains double bond, alkynyl complex contains one triple bond. Now in these complexes the pi bonding molecule, now first let us say alkynyl. So these contain pi bonding molecular orbitals of olefin. Olefin is nothing but alkene. overlaps with the pi orbital of transition metal forming pi dative bond. So, a coordinate bond is formed between transition metal and the organic group. Okay. Example is given: potassium and then platinum transition metals, ethene C2H4 got a double bond and then 3 chlorine atoms. Butadiene complexes. In this type, butadiene or allyl group act as ligand. So, butadiene complexes contain butadiene group or allyl group as ligand. Example: eta4 C4H4 FeCO3. You can see here ion is present at the center. Okay, transition metal C4H4 is this compound. Okay, with the 2 double bonds. You can see here C4H4 Fe and then 3 carbonyl groups here. Okay. Then another example is eta 3 and then C3H5 2 times Ni. Okay. So, this structure is not given here, only the first structure is given here. Alkynyl complexes. In such complexes, alkyne group act as ligand. So, alkynyl complexes contain one the alkyne that is group, that is a triple bond. Okay, and forms pi bond with the metal. You can see here carbon and phenyl group forms a triple bond with carbon phenyl with cobalt. Metal central metal atom is cobalt and then 6 carbonyl ligands and then one. You can see here 2 phenyl groups. Okay, 2 carbon linked by triple bond. Okay, triple bond and then one the 6 total 6 carbonyl groups or CO3 times twice. Okay, both ways you can represent carbonyl ligand CO3 times twice or CO6. Okay, so you can see here triple bond is present, 2 phenyl groups, cobalt ligand is present and then 3 carbonyl ligands are present. Okay, so this is an example for alkynyl complex. Next line, ferrocene like complexes. So, this is another type of classification, ferrocene like complexes. In this type, the delocalized pi molecular orbitals of each cyclopentadienyl ring overlaps with the suitable orbitals of the metal. Okay, you can see here central metal atom is iron. So, pentynyl, okay, pentadienyl group is present, that is C5H5 2 times. This is called ferrocene. Suppose you have got chromium. Okay, instead of iron, if you have got chromium, it is called chromosine. Okay, C5H5 twice. Now, next is fluxonial compound, another classification. Now, the compound in which metal carbon bond exchanges coordinated sites by choosing different carbon atoms at different times. Okay, if you have different carbon atoms at different sites, okay, different times, that is called what? Fluxonial compound. And example for this is given here: iron linked to 2 carbonyl groups, on one side it is linked to benzene ring. Okay, another a penta the group. Okay, cyclopentane, this one pentadiene, because 2 double bonds are there. Okay, so this is an example for fluxonial compound. Next line, fourth classification, electron deficient or multi-center organometallic compounds. These are compounds of lithium, beryllium, magnesium and aluminum with the alkyl groups are found to be electron deficient and they polymerize to form multinuclear organometallic compounds. So, here they polymerize to give long molecule or large molecule. Okay, or in other words multi-molecular compounds. Okay, the bonding in these cannot be explained on the basis of formation of usual 2 electron 2 center bond. So, you cannot explain here 2 electron 2 center bond. So, in this compound 2 center 2 electron bonds and metal carbon metal bridge bond exists. So, example is given: trialkyl aluminum exists as dimer. Okay, trialkyl aluminum, you can see here 2 aluminums are present, aluminum atoms are present, and for each aluminum you can see here link methyl group 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 methyl groups are common to both aluminum, you can see here. So, structure of dimeric Al2 Me6, you can see here 2 Al, that is Al2, Me6 means Me means methyl group. So, how many methyl groups are present? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is an example for one multi-center organometallic compound. Okay, next slide. Now, classification of ligands. Molecular ion or an atom which is capable of donating a pair of ligands to the metal atom or ion is called ligand. This you know that. Okay. So, what is ligand? Ligand is then atom or group of atoms which is capable of donating a pair of electrons. Okay, that is called ligand. In the case of organometallic compound, the carbon atom of organic molecule donates a pair of electrons to the metal atom. Hence, these molecules are considered as ligands. In organometallic compound, what happens? The carbon atom of organic group donates a pair of electrons. Therefore, thus it acts as what? Ligands. Okay. The number of carbon atoms of the ligand which are within bonding distance of the metal atom is called hapticity. Okay. It is represented by the symbol eta. Okay. The number of carbon atoms of the ligand which are in bonding distance with the metal atom. Hapticity of the ligand is the number of carbon atoms through which ligands is attached to the metal atom. The different ligands in organometallic compounds are classified based on their hapticity and its value varies from 1 to 8. So, based on the number of carbon atoms linked or bonded, they are classified into different types. Okay. Next slide. Now, we can see different classification based on what? Hapticity. So, first one is monohapto or one carbon bonded ligand. How it is represented? Eta 1. Eta 1 means one carbon bonded. Okay. These are the organic molecules in which one carbon atom is bonded directly to the metal atom. Okay. One carbon atom, methyl group for example, ethyl group one carbon atom linked, or acyl group COR, okay, or carbon CRR. Dihapto or two carbon bonded ligands represented by eta 2. So, these are the ligands or molecules whose two carbon atoms are bonded to the metal atom like alkenes, okay, example ethane. So, two carbon atoms are bonded to the metal atom, then they are called dihapto. Okay. Trihapto means three carbon atom bonded to the metal atom. These are the ligands which are attached to the metal atom through three carbon atoms. Example allylic group C3H5. C3H5 contains three carbon atoms. Okay. So, it is bonded to metal. We can see here 1, 2, 3, here 2 hydrogen, 3, 4, 5. So, this is C3H5. You can see here bonded to the metal atom. Okay. Next slide. Tetrahapto or four bonded ligands. So, how it is represented? Eta 4. Okay. So, these are the ligands which are attached to the metal atom through what? Four carbon atoms of the same molecule, cyclopentadiene. You can see here this is butadiene. Cyclobutadiene. Okay. So, four carbon atoms are here, C, 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 butadiene because double bond is present. Okay. Butadiene. It is linked to iron atom, transition metal, and then three carbonyl ligands. Okay. Next, fifth classification is pentahapto or five carbon bonded ligands, eta 5 represented as. So, these are the ligands which are attached to a metal atom through five carbon atoms of the same molecule, which is example cyclopentadienyl radical. Okay. Next slide. Hexahapto or six carbon atom ligands. How it is represented? Eta X 6. The ligands which are attached to the metal atom to 6 carbon atoms. Okay. Example benzene. Benzene, you know that it contains 6 carbon atoms. Okay. C6H6. So, it is linked to the metal atom. So, it is called as an example for hexahapto. Heptahapto, that means 7 carbon bond ligands represented by eta 7. So, here the metal atom is bonded to 7 carbon atoms. Example cycloheptatrienyl group. Okay. Cycloheptatrienyl group. Octahapto or 8 carbon bonded ligands represented as eta 8. The ligands which are bonded to the metal atom through 8 carbon atoms. Example is cyclooctatetraene. Okay. So, you can see here the structures of cyclopentadienyl. Okay. You can see cyclopentadienyl linked to metal atom. Benzene linked to the metal ligand. Okay. Metal atom, that is hexahapto. This is pentahapto, hexahapto. This is hepta. Okay. Heptahapto. Okay. So, 7 are there carbon atom. This is octahapto. Okay. Cyclooctatetraene example. 8 corners are there for 8 carbon atoms. Alright. So, with this I will stop at this stage. Okay. Any doubts? Please contact me. Alright. Thank you.